What's going on? Why my sound so low? What's happening? What is happening? Where is he plugged in? Can we check? Why did you set up halfway?
First of all, I actually
Yeah, but you was the one who set up the sound. So why would you not have set up the sound properly? That makes sense? What's going on, guys? Hello, hello, hello. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. We gonna jump right into it, cause the bitch is sleepy. I'm tired. It's 11.
No rose and thorns?
It's 11 p.m. I can do it real quick. My thorn was finding out that the last 2 episodes went to the wrong YouTube.
Bruh.
I mean, I don't know what I was supposed to do about that. I have way too many Google accounts, so I opened YouTube in the wrong account for the last 2 episodes. So those episodes, I have to download them and then upload them here. But yeah, so that was my thorn of the week. What about you?
My thorn of the week is goddamn weather.
Oh, wow. What's wrong with the weather? What happened?
It's supposed to be autumn and stuff, but you know, we still in that summer, fall-ish phase.
I mean, we don't. And when I say we, when I say we, I mean New York. We don't experience the 4 seasons like everywhere else experience the 4 seasons. We have a lot of intermediary seasons. So there's one in between summer and fall, just like there's one in between fall and winter, winter and spring, spring and summer. So we have a bunch of like intermediary.
We in that psych phase, like psych. We still in this weather right for now. Like,
yeah, like, and it's gonna be like that for a while. Like, I don't see it getting cold until I want to say maybe like November or even, I don't know.
Barely. It's gonna be October and November.
There was that one time I remember wearing shorts on Christmas. I will never forget that. I went out. I had Christmas dinner with my mother, and then I went out that night with my homegirl, and I had on a romper short set with I don't even remember if I had a jacket on or not, but I remember wearing shorts on Christmas. I want to say maybe 10 years ago. So I don't know. We may be seeing another one of those. What about your rose of the week?
My rose of the week. Nah, nothing in mind when it comes to rose of the week, to be honest.
For me, my rose of the week is I ordered the workout meal prep regimen from a one Tony Fine on Instagram. I don't know. I mean, not on Instagram, on TikTok, really. That's where I saw her. She's always yelling at people, calling them fat, telling them why they won't lose weight, and
damn.
I found it to be very interesting. And she had a bundle deal going on where you got her meal plan, workout plan, and then you also got a food scale and a oil spray bottle. So that's what really sold me, was the food scale and the oil spray bottle, because her workout plan is usually like $30-something plus tax, $30 plus tax. But when you get the whole bundle, it was for $45. So I was like, oh, okay, well, at least I get a couple of little extra treats. And I've been doing that. So, I mean, I haven't been sticking to it super strict because it's supposed to be a 6-week regimen.
But you started, though.
Yeah, it's like,
good.
so, because the thing about it is that she has it to where it's like you're supposed to have like this super strict 2-week detox where you don't deviate from the meal plan. You follow it you follow it to the T, and then you get into the month worth of meal plans and workouts.
Okay.
But with the detox is that I didn't buy all of my groceries at the same time. So I've been like alternating and moving things around. But I will say, because I have the food scale, I have been portion controlling, like if I get a snack or if I'm doing like a sauce or something like that, like I'm actually following the serving size to where like I have a light Italian salad dressing that I got, because a part of the plan was like, oh, get a dressing with 15 calories or less, and the serving size for the 15 calories is about 30 something grams. So I actually put my little sauce thing on the scale and measure out the exact 32 grams, and like I abide by the actual serving size on the side of the package. So it's like I've gotten into the habit of doing that. I did batch cook some of the stuff. So it's like some things I prepared on time, but some things I didn't. So I'm prepared to restart again, because she says that if you do break the detox, you do have to start all over, which I'm not going to say that I mind, because at least now I know what it is I'm looking forward to, and I can, plan accordingly.
Yeah, and it creates a habit for you and all that. So.
Right. So, I mean, it has gotten me to, cook more. I think yesterday I cooked like 6 chicken breasts and cut them up to like the actual serving size that I'm supposed to have, because I have a bunch of little like containers and stuff like that. I was hyped to get my containers to meal prep. So, I mean, it's been interesting so far. So now I'm like looking forward to that. I do need to get my ass back in the gym though. That's the only
Bruh.
part that I'm struggling in, is that I'm not in the gym.
Baby steps, but you got you're getting the nutrition part down first, but
Yeah.
baby steps besides that.
Yeah. So I definitely am I'm happy about that. So yeah, I just can't believe that those 2 episodes, because one of the episodes was when we watched the Dr. Umar movie,
Yeah.
and then the other one we were talking about, I forgot what we talked about that day.
Oh, when Charlie Kirk got unalived and some other shit.
Oh, yes. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's been pretty crazy since,
Definitely an interesting couple of weeks, I must say. Like, there's a lot of people I decided not to fuck with, and, yeah.
I mean, I think I have a couple of posts from them.
Yeah, so Republicans in Israel might have shot themselves in the foot with this Charlie Kirk thing, because Erica Kirk's story is coming out and the Republicans are freaking out over it.
Yeah.
So if
did
you don't know
hear
what's
about
going on,
that?
Charlie Kirk's wife.
So apparently, when she was 17, she did a pageant, and one of the chair people or
It was Trump's pageant.
owners of the pageant was Trump. And so now the conspiracy theorists are saying that her even marrying him was part of some like grander scheme of things.
It gets deeper. Charlie Kirk's father worked for Trump.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So there's a connection there, but
Won Miss Arizona beauty pageant when she was, I think, 17. She had never contested before. Someone just told her, hey, you could be a beauty pageant. And guess what company she worked for? Guess who she worked for in the beauty pageant? Donald Trump. Right after she won the beauty pageant, she ended up creating a Christian ministry that works with children and went to go work with the Romanian government. So now you have all these conservatives on TikTok and on Twitter asking, what kind of power does a 17-year-old have to create
Right.
a Christian ministry to go work with
Right.
the Romanian government, to go for orphans? Now, here's a funny thing. At the same time that her ministry was in Romania working with the Romanian government, Romania went through a massive case of children missing. So the Romanian government kicked her, like her Christian organization that was in Romania to help Christian babies, the Romanian government told her to get the fuck out the country because something just doesn't add up. Because her ministry is linked with too many children going missing.
She was also previously married
So now,
before Charlie. Oh,
I
wow.
swear, go on TikTok,
Wait, what?
go on Twitter right now, search Erica Kirk. That's all you'll see. Everyone is talking about how the fuck she was 17, she won a beauty pageant under
the
Trump's
Trump, the
agency,
Epstein,
and then right after she won the
coming
beauty
in.
pageant, she went to Romania, started
She
working
was
with
married
children.
to a
Children started
Romanian.
going missing, and the Romanian government kicked her out.
Yeah, it's just been so much coming out about this. Like, I don't even know where it all begins, where it all ends. They're supposedly getting ready to give him his own day of remembrance or something weird, where it's like they're just turning this into like even his memorial. Like, do I have clips of the memorial?
no, that's not. Let's not watch that shit. That wasn't a memorial. That was a Nazi rally. That shit was a Nazi fucking rally. This might be the last episode after me saying that. I'm just saying.
I mean, listen.
Nah, that shit was a straight up fucking Nazi rally. Like,
I believe it. It was just ridiculous, but I feel like, but funny enough, speaking of
type of video, because I bought the merchandise rights to Turning Point USA as well as the toy rights.
I wonder if this is true.
I did that. I bought the alligator Alcatraz. I bought the Turning Point USA a few months ago when I first started this journey, and it just now went from pending to active. So we officially own the Turning Point USA merchandise rights. Peace. So part of these proceeds are going to go to Black pilot programs, Planned Parenthood.
Does that mean that for all of the merch that they sell, he gets a portion of it, or does that mean that he owns it outright? I'm confused. I don't know how that works.
yeah, that can't be because Charlie was the founder of it. He's stupid, but he cannot be that stupid.
I don't see why he can't.
For abortions and things like that. A lot of stuff Charlie didn't like. Figure out, make this.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think, but I found that to be interesting. But there was also something else that came up. What was this? Oh, no, this is the exhibit I want to go see. It was something else that came out. Oh, yes. During his memorial, apparently Grindr had an outage. So apparently every time these Republicans get together, no matter what it is, no matter what the occasion, it happened at the RNC and it happened again at the Charlie Kirk Memorial Service, where Grindr, they have the map of like what all is going down on Grindr. So whenever these Republicans get together, they be looking for the girls. They be out here trying to, you know what I mean?
Every accusation is an admission.
I mean, I never forget. I believe it's a line in Othello or Hamlet, one of them, but it's thou doth protest too much. And when you are loud about homosexuality, it's usually because she's a homosexual. Cause why? Like, this just don't make no sense. Like,
that makes perfect sense. Like you said, they in that closet right now, like straight up, like.
But this is just ridiculous because, what do you mean?
There's a lot of.
The chart shows a view of problem reports submitted in the past 24 hours compared to typical volume of reports at that time of day. It's common for some problems to be reported throughout the day. Down Detector only reports an incident when the number of problem reports is significantly higher than the typical volume for that day. So yeah, Down Detector, shout out to them. I use them sometimes when you want to know if a website is, experiencing an outage, if your Wi-Fi in your area is messed up or whatever. So apparently it was crashing so much, and the girls was so concerned about their messages that they were sending reports at, what is this, 1,000 times more, from almost zero to 168. I don't even know what percentage that is of a jump, but my goodness, and this is the map of the active.
That's a red state right there.
The outages in that area, and so there was some of an outage in New York, a little bit in Chicago, a little in Detroit. Ooh, Detroit, what y'all got going on over there?
I mean, you just said Detroit.
And funny enough, I got that from a trans woman. She calls it Detroit.
I mean,
but that's exactly how you would say it in French, though. Funny enough,
yeah, they got French. Yeah, they got French ties.
But yeah, in Phoenix, y'all, I got some splaining to do.
They're flaming out there.
Yeah, I got some splaining to do. Surprise, surprise.
It's raining men.
It's not even a surprise, though. It's not even a surprise. From that Republican dude getting caught in the Congress House or whatever the hell it's called, the Chamber of Congress, when that twink, I think is the proper word to call him, when that twink took a picture and said he just got bust down in the Chamber of Congress, I'm not surprised. There's nothing that could surprise me. Like, absolutely nothing. Because
these GOP politicians be on the low.
But my thing is that it happened already. Y'all were outed already. When the RNC happened, they put it out there that this was a thing. So why would y'all then do it again? It should already be in your brain. Like, nah, I gotta chill. I gotta be more discreet. Like, you knew you was going out there. I don't know how many days were in between his memorial and him dying.
The memorial was Sunday, I think, or some shit like that.
And he died on the 10th, so like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You had 2 weeks to set up your booty calls. Hello?
Bruh.
You had 2 weeks to get on the app and post the ad and say you was gonna be in town, so where you wasn't gonna be there the day of, causing an internet traffic jam. You had 2 weeks to plan. 2 weeks, and it's crazy because I have a homegirl who has a friend of a friend who was out there, and he's a homosexual, and listen, from the text messages that I've seen, he was out there he was out there living his best life. So I don't know what y'all got going on out there.
He was politicking out there.
Man.
Politicking.
Listen, that's a new way to what you call it. But nah, it's just really, really crazy.
Oh, this dumbass nigga.
Who, him?
The head of FBI.
I don't even know who he is. I forgot why.
I'm gonna give you two quick points. One, the head of FBI is a fucking podcaster.
Yikes.
Bruh.
His deputy, a podcaster. Also, he wrote a children's book, Dick Riding Trump.
Oh. I thought this was a video. Why is there nothing playing? It just says the head of the FBI. Oh, because they just making fun of this is his.
Yeah, because when they investigated the assassination, they found nothing.
FBI Director Doofy reported for duty. Most embarrassing administration in history.
This nigga's eyes are seeing in two directions, though. Like, and his nose is crooked.
I mean, oh my gosh, you're so mean. I don't remember. I thought this was a video. I saved it because it popped up, and I was scrolling, and I was like, oh, I thought it was a video explaining who he was. But I just found it very interesting that, there's a whole thing. Let's see what else, because I really don't want to talk anymore about Mr. Kirk. I'm good on him. I'm honestly and truly. This was when I first saw.
2012 wins Miss Arizona competes in Miss USA, a pageant owned by ... Trump. Okay, want to know something really weird? So she had said in a podcast that she had never competed in pageants and had never done any modeling before. Until one day she receives an invitation in the mail to become a model and start doing pageants. And the pageants that she started doing were Miss USA pageants owned by Trump. So she modeled for Trump. She was one of Trump's pageant girls. But did you know that she was also a casting director at the same time that she was doing all of this stuff for Trump? Now, she doesn't specify on her website if she worked as a casting director for Trump, but around the time that she was claiming to be a casting director, she also owned a ministry that was working with the U.S. military in Romania. The area in Romania where she was operating this ministry had a bunch of locals accusing these evangelical ministries of kidnapping children and trafficking them out of the country. These children were being found in the UK, in Israel, and were also being sent to undisclosed private islands. Locals demanded authorities look into it, but they never did. Now, Charlie Kirk really wanted the Epstein files released, but did his wife? Prior to marrying Charlie Kirk, she was a multi-millionaire on her own, and since his passing, she's also amassed all of his wealth, plus an additional at least $5 million in donations. She's currently considered the most powerful woman in the United States, with mega fans begging her to run as vice president in 2028.
Oh my
Let's talk about their first date, because it was actually a job interview. Back in 2018, 2 years after Donald Trump had started working with Charlie Kirk had hosted a Turning Point USA opening event for one of the offices that they had opened. Erica and Charlie Kirk were introduced to each other. Charlie Kirk instantly thought that she was beautiful, but thought that she was really smart. And allegedly, one of their mutuals had suggested that Charlie Kirk hire Erica. I'm assuming it was Donald Trump or someone on his team, because Donald Trump had signed on to work with Charlie Kirk, and Erica was already one of Donald Trump's employees. So it would make the most sense for Donald Trump and his team to encourage Charlie Kirk to hire Donald Trump's employees. Anyways, Charlie Kirk DM'd Erica, invited her for a job interview. The job interview ended up turning into a date, and Erica allegedly had said, "You're not going to be my boss, you're going to be my boyfriend." It just seems suspicious. 2012 when...
Yeah,
I mean, he's a fraud, so I'm not surprised.
I mean, but
She's
then that just begs to, like, how much of this is real? All of these people that they put in front of you, all of these people that amass these giant, followings, how many of them are really genuinely getting it out the mud versus being puppeteered by someone in the background? Because then that would mean...
Oh, also, another detail these videos forget that his biggest donor is a conservative billionaire. Pretty much, that funded like his whole turning point joint and pushing all his talking points and shit like that.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, how much of this is real? You have this man who pretty much handpicks your wife for you, handpicks the person that's going to help you build this platform. You have this other person that's funding it to where you don't have to raise any money. You don't have to worry about production. You don't have to worry about, like, any of the minuscule, like, building shit from the ground up. Like, you have all of these puzzle pieces being put into place around you. How much of it is really your accomplishment, your doing? And then for you to, if the conspiracies are true, then you just get wiped out just like that, out of nowhere, in front of mad people, and just, that's it, open and shut.
I just think he was just a useful idiot. So, him getting unalive was, they got a martyr to start the race war, but...
You can't start a race war when only one race is involved. What, they gonna do war on themselves?
No, correction. You can't start a race war when the people in power are pussy.
I mean...
Like,
but that has nothing to do with it. There's no race war to be had. It was not a black person involved in him dying.
No, right.
Black people were nowhere to be involved. We were not there. We were not in attendance. We were not suspected. Black people don't even be out in Utah like that for them to even think about involving us. So how could that start a race war? It would be better off if he would have went somewhere, like maybe... If he would, well, no, because I'm trying to think. There's no white school in Atlanta. I'm trying to think where they have a college campus in the city that's majority kind of black. Maybe if he was in like a temple in Philadelphia.
Oh no, he wouldn't go to. He's too pussy to go there. He's way too pussy to go there. In fact, like Mark Lamont Hill said like a couple weeks ago that Charlie Kirk put him on a block list.
Put Mark on the block list?
Yeah, on the schools that he went to debate college kids and shit. And that's another thing too. Like his whole game is debating with Gen Zers who don't have media training.
But that's all of the right. That's all of the right wing media people. They don't speak to people with actual intelligence.
Except for if they went like. I don't know if you've seen his clips of him debating people in the UK and Cambridge and all that.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
He got smoked.
Badly,
like,
bruh.
Well, there's that. There's that. And because of Mr. Kirk, Jimmy Kimmel lost his job.
So Trump went on Fox News talking about hate speech, and the interviewer said, Charlie said there's no such thing as hate speech. And Trump said he might not be saying that now.
Bruh.
Right, and so I thought you weren't allowed
unserious.
to like make right. So what I'm hearing is Trump has to be fired from his job. Right?
It's not gonna happen.
So Trump went on Fox News talking about
it's wishful thinking, but it's not gonna happen. I saw the clip of him talking about the ballroom. They're finishing the renovations on the ballroom. It's gonna look so good. They specifically asked him about Charlie, and that nigga said, "Skirt, let's talk about me."
I mean, the dementia patient in chief.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
like he knew what was going on. That was his little martyr.
I mean,
but yeah, about the Jimmy Kimmel stuff though.
I do have something about Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know where it is though. Where is it? But I mean, it's just, I think that's really just what this whole week has been just a bunch of stuff about.
Free speech warriors won. And they'll get you fired if you say the wrong thing.
Yeah, all them teachers that got fired.
You have freedom of speech.
Oh, something.
Post whatever you want. But it'll get you on a list. Oh, cancel culture, that's not real. We got rid of cancel culture. It's been ended. It's over.
Sure.
Don't mind the masked men. They just want to see your papers. Are you a citizen? Are you the right type of citizen? All the wars are done. There's no more war. But we're strong and we need tanks. And we need these masked men. Because while we don't have war, there's so many enemies. There's so many enemies. Some of them are homegrown. Are you homegrown? Did you post the right thing? You posted yesterday. Was that the right thing today?
The party
Are you sure about
reject the evidence of the eyes and ears?
Because we need unity.
Most essential command.
We need unity against our enemies.
Except the lie which the party
Are you one of our
enemies?
No? Then use your freedom of speech and chant.
Passed into history and
unity.
Truth.
Unity is what we need.
I gotta read 1984. I read
this
Animal
country's
Farm
gonna be great.
recently. I gotta read.
It's gonna be grand, and we're all gonna march lockstep together. And you need to say thank you. And if you're not ready to say thank you, then say that you're sorry. And if you're not willing to say that you're sorry, then get in the bag.
No war in Bossing say. That's funny.
It's time to go away. Because it's time for unity.
It's like no one read or watched Reefer.
It's time for you. The free speech warriors won.
I mean, all this revolution talk is cute for these faceless photos on Instagram, but y'all are not about it, bro.
Bruh.
Y'all are not about it. Y'all not about to get in them. Y'all not getting in the paint like that. Y'all not going out like Nepal. Nepal caused they fucking government officials to flee by helicopter and then re-elected somebody on fucking Discord. Like, we not built for that. We just not. People is not giving up their things.
No, it's not that we're too distracted and shit.
They not giving up their things. We not doing it. And it just... So, yeah, this is all people can do. Is talk about it online.
Well, I mean, the Jimmy Kimmel fallout did do something significant, though.
No, it didn't, because people couldn't even agree that wasn't the way to go about it.
No, because Disney lost $4 billion.
Oh, yeah?
That. Yeah, because mad people unsubscribed from Disney Plus and stuff. And they lost the stock plummeted and everything. So
that's crazy.
That made a dent at least, you know.
I mean, that's fair.
And then Disney, they're fucking idiots for even going along with that shit. That tells me they're also pussy.
I freaking had it. I had something about Jimmy Kimmel in here. It's just been so much. Because then there was also freaking between this incident with
Dame and Cam.
Adrian Bronner and Cam, and then Dame and Charlemagne. That was funny, and then Dame and Cam going back and forth. It just was like so much ridiculousness. I don't know. I thought this was a funny...
I don't think you're a proper representation of the masculine black man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
you guys are.
I'm listening. Okay.
But he doesn't represent that. That's the
your
crazy
OG
part.
is Wendy Williams. My OG is sitting right here. You see him? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you why he's my OG. Because he killed anybody or any of those things. He just taught me how to be a better man.
Wendy's not my OG.
Can you
That's
stop?
funny, though.
Can you stop?
Wendy Williams is your OG.
Wasn't she your boss?
Yeah, at one point.
So she was your OG. She put you on, and you should give her grace, and you should also give her props out of respect.
He does,
but because
time.
we have different trauma.
Earth Gotti put you on.
We're different. Like, I'm not the kind of guy that would
about?
I'd rather get my ass whipped than run. But you're proud that you ran.
Yeah.
I'd rather get my ass whipped. And it ain't no disrespect, but I kind of think you're gay.
So I'm
you just act a little gay.
You got a problem with gay people?
Not at all. I've got a problem with people that pretend they're not gay. So let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. You're gay. So what I'm saying is, you might, because you started in gossip, which is, is very feminine, and you want people to listen to you, and that we want people that represent masculinity, because men need to be doing what they need to do as men. They don't need to be worried about girl stuff. Do you think he's masculine? Would you want this man around you to 10 guys jump you? He'd run, and you'd have to run with him. I like my women to feel safe when they're around me. I don't tell people, and I'm not saying that's your way, but you're just not masculine. I've seen him run. I looked at a whole reel of, there's like a thing that says how many people bark. There's stuff that how many times you talk about other people's genitals.
Everybody who agree pays private.
Real masculine men don't do that. You said that some guys was throwing you kisses because they liked your paws butt, and you went back. That's gay.
Why do you have such a problem with gay?
I don't have a problem. I have a problem with you. Wait. No. Yeah, that is why I pause. There's a lot of people like you. There's a lot of people like you that are gay.
Everybody that agree with him
pretend they're not.
Just private. This is telling me something.
Black men that are gay should say they're gay.
Well, I'm not gay.
You are. You're gay. Anyway, now let me talk to you. Let me ask you. Let me say this. You acting like a girl.
You move like an old auntie.
Everybody
I could punch you right in your face like a grown man. I won't. And you won't do shit.
That's not gay.
Nah, I've seen you run. I've seen you. I'm not saying I will. I'm saying no. Then your version of respectful is different than mine. We were on the street right now and you were talking like that. I would have fucked you up. But I'm not gonna do that. Nah, I wouldn't have got me.
But then, Cap, stop.
Let's finish this. So let me say one more thing before I leave.
I have so many questions.
All right. Oh, you're right.
How you want to leave? You can't get in your emotions and want to leave, Dang.
No, what I'm saying is when you interrupt me and you say certain things.
No, this is clubhouse energy. He gonna say what he want to say. You can't interrupt him.
Wait, let me finish. No, I didn't. I said I didn't say I said I could, and you wouldn't do anything.
He don't want the opportunity to get told he's wrong.
Yeah, because it was 4 guys, but that's cool.
Wait, ask what happened when 30 guys jumped me.
Respect.
I got that ass whipping, but I fucked them niggas up.
The first person whose page ain't blocked.
Yeah, hey, yo, pause. Come on, man.
I mean, James.
I don't think you're a prop.
This man has kids. Whatever. That's dumb stuff.
So I want, because there was something else that came out that had to do with the masculinity talk, and if I wasn't so tired, I would get into it. But I am exhausted. I think I'm gonna. Matter of fact, let me save this. Maybe not this one, because this one was pretty long. But I did. It was something about the masculinity talk. This was followed by something else. So I gotta remember what it is. Oh yeah, here go the Nepalese kids.
Nepo babies got a magazine cover in the U.S. but got mass protests in Nepal. The politicians' kids went viral on social media in Nepal, showing them wearing luxury watches and fancy restaurants. Meanwhile, most of Nepal struggles with an average income of $1,400 US dollars per year, have a high youth unemployment rate of 20%, and very little economic opportunities. In fact, 200 people leave the country every day to seek work. People online began criticizing these Nepo babies as well as talking about government corruption, and these posts go super viral. Then conveniently, the government banned social media due to some arbitrary law about social media companies needing to register. Basically a government cash grab. The timing felt a bit convenient. Banning social media blocks people from talking to each other as well as contacting their families, since so many Nepali people live abroad. So a group of young people under a non-profit organized a peaceful protest that quickly turns violent because of police brutality. Like, police started firing into the crowd and killing people. Like, literal school children were shot and killed. The entire city of Kathmandu was shut down and curfews were in place, yet still Gen Z went out and protested anyway. Their demands: an end to corruption, an end to politicians misusing their taxes for their child's fancy lives, and an end to police brutality. The Gen Z protesters went and torched the palace of where the government sits. The prime minister and 4 of his ministers resigned. And so to find an interim prime minister, the group that organized the protest ended up gathering about 100,000 citizens on Discord and picking their new prime minister through a Discord poll. Through Discord, Sushila Karki is Nepal's first woman prime minister and is staunchly against corruption. Nepo Baby's got a magazine cover.
That is crazy. Crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Bruh.
Because what do you mean? Because bad enough our president gets to keep all of his businesses, whether they're profitable or not, is not my business. But the fact that he gets to keep all of that and his kids get to run it while he's the president so that there's no conflict of interest. At the very least, we do not have to see them in magazines or on social media living a lavish life. None of them want to be influencers. None of them want to vlog or blog.
They're cokeheads.
So we don't have to see the blatant misappropriation of resources.
Oh no, it's there. It is reports.
We don't have to see it.
Oh, okay.
But the fact that the people in Nepal have to see those children of the government officials flaunting their lifestyles in a magazine on social media while the rest of them are poor and destitute and having to leave their country in droves. 200 people a day leaving doesn't sound like a lot, but do y'all know what compound, like 200? I'm trying to think. If 200 people left every single day, it's 8 million people. Let me see.
What, you mean in the U.S.?
No, just in New York. It's
9 million people in New York.
That's 8 million?
9 million.
We're going to say 8 because that's all I could think of. If 200 people... Oh, I mean, that's not a lot. Well, let's see. That's how many days? So how many days is this? How long is... Well, maybe that's not a lot. Maybe that's not a lot. Did I do the math right? Because if there's 8 million people and 200 leave every day, this would be how many days it would be before they all left.
So if 4 million people leave New York per day, basically, right?
No, this would be the amount of days. This would be the amount of days.
4 million days?
This is not million.
Oh, it's not?
100,000.
It's 40 million. No?
Wait, so is this hundreds, thousands, million? Oh, this was billions. So I did it wrong. I need to get rid of a 0. Because that's 3 is hundreds. 3 is thousand. No,
you gotta take the 2 zeros out too. Then it'll be 8 million.
2 zeros?
Yeah.
You sure?
Take out one more 0.
I just took out 2.
You gotta take out one more. It'll be 8 million.
8 million. Because I don't know. 40,000. So 40,000 days. And 40,000 days is how many years? So about a century. So that's not a lot. I mean, but even still, that's just because we have 8 million people in New York. What's the population of Nepal?
Definitely less than New York. Almost.
Population of Nepal.
Oh,
sheesh!
I was very wrong.
Oh wow! Why is there so many people in Nepal? Okay, never mind. I take it back. So that's not really a lot of people. 200 a day don't seem like a lot when there's 29 million people over there. But even still. Oh yeah, I do remember this one. Talking about don't celebrate somebody's death, but yet
wait a damn minute.
But yet, no, when George Floyd died, they was doing this. When freaking Trayvon Martin, they was bigging up Zimmerman, going to his meet and greets, having him sign this. So it's just
this dickhead invited the Kyle Rittenhouse to one of his
it's the
events.
whole rules for thee but not for me thing that really bothers me, because that just doesn't make any sense. Like, it's just a matter of like,
it's fascism.
All right, so that's funny that you mentioned fascism, right?
Yeah.
Because isn't Antifa anti-fascism?
Yeah.
So why is it that this administration is trying to paint Antifa as if they're a bad thing? Wouldn't you want to be anti-fascist?
This administration is fascist.
But it's the fact that how are people not understanding that
unfortunately
you're bringing up Antifa as if they're the enemy when they're saying, when you're basically calling anti-fascism the enemy.
And let me tell you how fascist they are. I think it's the Department of Justice or the FBI. They deleted because there's statistical evidence that points that all the terrorist attacks in the U.S. are from far-right extremists. They deleted that shit. And then they designated Antifa as a terrorist organization. And it's not even an organization at all.
But it's just the idea of like, you're basically telling me, don't believe what you see, hear, and understand. Believe what I'm telling you. And it's just like anybody who can literally do that and separate their brain from their logic is terrifying. Because it really, I forgot what it was. Where is it? It was something when it was basically talking about Antifa. And I'm like, wait a minute. Antifa is short for anti-fascism. Why are you trying to paint anti-fascism as if it's a problem? This is weird. This is weird.
It's a distraction. It's basically propaganda.
Oh, here we go. There we go. So somebody had a I don't know who this person is, but it's Ben Baller, and he posted, if you don't play golf or are parents of my kids' best friends, then you'll never see me. And then he realized that he has a little notification that says this user is suspected of being part of a terrorist organization called Antifa. Please report any suspicious
behavior.
And it made me feel like, wait a minute, a terrorist organization called anti-fascism is terroristic?
Bruh. It's basically...
And we just supposed to not... Because what do you mean? No, but what do you mean? What do you mean? What started as a lighthearted post about golf turned into a head scratcher when Threads dropped. And I don't even really fuck with Threads like that either, because...
Yeah, after the whole Charlie Kirk shit, I'm like, yeah, I'm off Threads. Cause...
The post itself was simple, stating that unless you apply, you're never going to see him. But what came after is what caught everyone's attention. Directly under the message, Threads displayed a disclaimer that the user is suspected of being blah, blah, blah. The label immediately sparked confusion. Clearly, Threads, owned by Meta, is known for attaching fact checks or sensitive content warnings, but nothing like this. The blunt accusation felt out of place compared to the platform's usual moderation style. Screenshots of the warning are now circulating online, with others claiming they've seen similar messages under different posts. This left people questioning whether this is a bug, an internal test that leaked to the public, or a possible glitch in Threads' moderation system. So far, Meta has not addressed the issue publicly. Until then, the strange warning remains unexplained.
Oh, I can easily explain this. Meta's in on it.
You know.
All remember, when it comes to fascism, billionaires are always in on that shit.
Oh man. I'm telling you, if I wasn't so tired, I would definitely go through a whole deep dive of this. But it just has been so much.
Nah, it's all good though.
It's just been so much. Like, it's been a lot. and I just, oh, this guy was actually funny.
That's Korean. Yes, it's got to be Japanese. Let's see, Japanese.
So
of
basically,
course,
you show this guy a picture of somebody and he guesses
Irish.
where the person is coming from. But I don't know what software this
Chat,
is.
let's
that
just go off a body
part
card, see how it goes.
Feels like
it's a bit hairy, isn't it?
He's just making it
hand.
up.
Let's see. Ka-ching. Sub-Saharan nose. Thinking.
What the fuck?
Right on the money. Let's see. That's definitely a black hair. Looks a little gay. Could it be?
Looks a little gay.
Atlanta?
It's crazy.
Of course.
Nigga said
Toenail. All right, let's zoom in.
That's why I don't believe. Like, how did you know that the hair was quote unquote
India?
gay?
Let's
That's
go.
weird.
Hairy leg. I feel like there's bomb residue here. Pakistani? Come on.
Bomb residue is nuts.
I know that goes anywhere. Vamos a la quinceañera. Skidoosh. Unemployed with a football. Brazilian. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know this one. That could be any nose. That could belong to anybody.
I thought this was funny.
Drop W's in the chat if you enjoyed this stream, and I'll see you guys next time. That's Korean.
That's funny.
Because he ain't want to say where he's from. That is hilarious.
Is it really? No.
Bingo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Oh, let's go to that Don. I saw that Don Lemon joint though. That one, yeah. We missed it right there. That one, yeah.
This is really scary. The First Amendment is over. Freedom of speech. Have you seen what the Pentagon is doing? They are ordering reporters to get approval on the information that they can take or give to the press or disseminate. This is censorship, dictatorship at its highest. It's ridiculous. We need to stand up and fight. When the First Amendment is gone, freedom of speech, democracy is over. By the way, this is from the Department of Defense, which is now the Department of War. Good Lord. This is really scary.
So it's actually interesting. So, funny enough, and shout out to Luscious Massacre, who happens to be a drag queen out in so I think it's called Brownsville, Texas.
Okay.
They have a YouTube channel where they do they go into different stores and just window shop essentially. Like they'll walk the aisles, look at stuff. That's what they vlog. Excuse me. That's what they vlog and that's what they do. One day I happened to catch an episode and they were in Five Below, and they had these little mini versions of the Constitution. And when I saw it and it was in the video and I saw it, it kind of went over my head, but then with everything going on, I was just like, no, I think that was a hidden signal, a dog whistle, if you will. Hey, they have this here at the Five Below. So I went to my local Five Below and I ended up getting a copy. And then recently I saw, I think it was on TikTok. I got to figure out how to get my TikTok connected to here. But they had a TikTok where somebody who was a teacher, I do believe in a Texas or a Utah or Arizona or something, but in one of the Midwestern states, over there. And they received a Bible for the classroom. The teacher was gifted a Bible for the classroom. And at the back of the Bible was supposedly the Constitution, Bill of Rights, a bunch of other documents. But the version that they gave didn't have amendments 11 through 27. It stopped at 10 at the Bill of Rights. So basically everything about slavery was not in there. Everything about, the eradication,
birthright citizenship, and all that.
All of that is left out. And so I went to my little, because I went and bought it, I went to my little, copy of the and I should have put it in my bag today, but I forgot the publishing company. But the publishing company published those mini versions this year. So they published and distributed the original copies of the Constitution this year, as if to say something is going to happen where if we don't have physical evidence of these rights, that they could possibly try to but then again, that's just a part of me felt like, well, what are we going to do if they take the rights away from us? We could have all the proof that the rights are there, but if they don't, abide by them, what does it fucking mean anyway?
No, but you know what that is, right? It's basically they're trying to merge church and state in the U.S. That's what that also means.
There's that. And
Christianity and government should not be merged at all. They should be separated completely.
That is fair. But it's just a matter of what are we supposed at that point, it's just what are we supposed to do? Because he did say something about, it's a certain amendment that got rid of the 3/5 compromise and all of these other things, and they're actually important, and it makes me want to go back and actually read it, because there was another girl on Instagram that I saw that she's a lawyer, and she has a little, but hers is smaller. Hers is maybe this big.
Yeah.
Of the Constitution, and even she was saying that before this Bible came out, that there were certain articles that were taken out on the website. Mm-hmm. So on the website of where you're supposed to be able to access the Constitution, there were specific articles removed from, I think she said the 8th, 9th, and 10th amendments.
You mean the White House website?
Yeah. It was removed from, I think it's the 8th, 9th, and 10th amendments. I got to look for that post again. I don't remember her name, but I know if I see her again, I'm going to find it. And she was that but that was just paragraphs. Now that they've printed these Bibles to send to teachers, they're complete whole sections that are removed. And I'm just this is crazy. This is what they want to teach kids? Between that, the PragerU shit.
Banning books.
It's really, it's and then it's the fact of and where are people gonna go? Because if everybody is relying on ChatGPT or Google or whatever, if they get rid of it on the websites, who's gonna prove that they were there? These kids can't read script. They're not going to the not the congressional library, but they're not going to any libraries that have the actual books that contain these things. They're not doing that. Nobody owns an encyclopedia set anymore. I'm a little upset that I don't own my encyclopedia set anymore. I used to have a full set of what they call it, something Britannica.
Oh,
and
I know exactly.
I had a whole set, and I donated it to my my community library. And then the guy who ran the community library, he passed away. So I don't know what they did with his library, because they didn't keep it up. It was his passion project. He did it. He set it up, got the books donated and all of that, set it up in the community where the kids could come and do stuff. So I don't know where. I might go to the office and ask them what happens to that. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it's y'all ain't doing nothing with it anyway. I want my shit back.
The free speech stuff, that's kind of scary as shit, especially in America. Only because it's what I personally know about dictatorships and suppressing free speech and shit, it's oh shit, this is coming to America. What fucking irony is this? You know what I'm saying? So it's
is that what it would take for people to leave?
What?
Suppressing their freedom of speech.
Because
if capitalism is not going to do it, if overconsumption is not going to do it, if the poisoning of their food, water, air is not going to do it, if nothing else is going to do it, would that be the one to do it? Is suppressing the freedom of speech? Would that be the final straw that gets people to mass migrate out of here?
Hell yeah, for people that left their countries that were dictatorships that suppressed freedom of speech only to come here when they started to act like those same dictatorships, I'd get the fuck out too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's But also, people got Stockholm syndrome, and people are distracted by different shit, and people are downright stupid. They're not gonna see that shit because people are all lost in the Kool-Aid and shit. They're not gonna recognize it until it's too late. But the people who remember those experiences from those said dictatorships, they're gonna be like, nah, this is wild. I guarantee you, when that whole Jimmy Kimmel shit, my aunt was like, nah, this is wild.
And he didn't even say nothing that bad. That was the part that really got me. It's like he didn't even say, he had no thoughts on the actual instance. All he said.
And the fact that the FCC stepped in and did that shit, and Disney agreed to it, they're puss. Well, both are pussy. You know what I'm saying? They're both pussies. Disney should have said, "Fuck y'all." We don't care about they cared about their merger and shit, but now, like, since they brought back Jimmy Kimmel, like the companies that there's two specific companies that they're trying to do a merger with. They're not gonna broadcast Jimmy Kimmel's show in certain parts of the country, but it's 23% of the country, that is. But that's not gonna do much. But it's just they look stupid and Disney look even dumb, but because they expected they wanted him to apologize and donate to this nigga's organization and shit at first.
So you gonna bully me out of my money?
Basically.
Bruh.
Y'all got.
He basically said, "Fuck no, I'm not doing any of that shit."
Yeah, I'm not. You're not bullying me out of my money. I'm not. I'll apologize. Yes, I can apologize for my words hurting someone's feelings. I can apologize for my words coming off as insensitive. But you're not bullying me out of my money. I'm sorry, not happening.
Right. And then
we're figuring it out. Black people, can we give them a small round of applause? Don't make it too loud. We don't want to scare them. Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, and Nick Fuentes yesterday just outright accused Israel on their lives. And all it took was Charlie Kirk dying. And the story of the assembly, the disassembly, the reassembly, and then the disassembly not adding up, of course, right? And the text messages yesterday that we all just lost our shit over, right? Like, that didn't work out. And then, of course, Candace Owens yesterday putting up a social media video with a timestamp that disproved Kash Patel when he was under oath. That really happened yesterday. I swear to God. That's all it took. Oh, and on September 8th, Eastein's birthday book was released in which Trump had multiple letters. And then on September 9th, multiple AI books came out detailing the entire assassination. Coders are now saying that AI might have gotten into some emails. More on that later. The whole thing's a shit show. It really is just a coup. On September 10th, my birthday, the day that he died, the House Republicans blocked another attempt for Democrats to see the files. And then on September 11th, the craziest part, the day after, House passed the defense policy bill, which included provisions for Israel military, which included over $650 million just for missiles. That's all it took. Oh, and this week Israel signed a $45 million deal with YouTube and Google.
You don't think so?
She's not.
Cool. Also, the House passed a bill intending to punish anyone who boycotts Israel, and then Marco Rubio admitted to there being a list. And then taking away the passport of anyone who criticizes them. So, yeah, that's all it took. That's all it took for white people to look up what's happening in Palestine. I don't know who did that. I'm just telling you what the people with too many followers to get banned said, right? But if it was them, either they wanted us all to know, and if you've read their 3-second text, you know what I'm talking about. We've talked about this before, or this was a colossal failure. Because Fox News is now changing their narrative on the entire country.
I don't got time.
My mom just called me and said, "So what's the deal with Israel?" We don't talk about politics, okay? So people that shouldn't be making sense are going to start making sense when you're in hell, okay? Let's wake up. Have a good day, guys. Nice, white people are figuring it out. Black people.
All right, a couple things, though. Charlie Kirk was always pro-Israel. The conspiracy saying he was starting to get anti-Israel, that's bullshit. He was always pro-Israel. But with Candace, she's not really anti-Israel. It's just she's pushing the narratives of the Jews control the world and shit like that. That's why she's pushing that shit. It got her out of her last job and shit, but she's not real. She's not for real about it. That's like her pivot, you know. So,
I mean, I don't know. It's too much. It's much too much. And if I wasn't so sleepy, I would go into it. But this is just maybe I'll do.
You can do part 2 of this.
I feel like there's gonna have to be actual research, because I think that's the thing that people need now more than anything is not just a bunch of opinions and thoughts and hypotheticals. We need hardcore evidence because the people are...
People are reading at a 6th grade reading level.
Bro.
Say that shit. Say that shit. Because that's the facts.
And it's just a fact of like, someone needs to take the time to really dissect and break these things down. Because there's no way, like, it's one thing to say you're making these decisions out of ignorance because you don't know. But once the information is there, you cannot be willfully ignorant anymore.
Yeah.
You just cannot. If you never thought about it, then that's perfectly fine. But once someone else brings it up, it is up to you to hear them out, see what they have been presenting, and then make a decision based on that. Like, you should never be so hard tied to something that someone else tells you versus the things that you look up for yourself. And not even just that, if you're going to trust somebody else to do the research for you, at least let them show it. At least let them prove it. Like, the people who loved Charlie Kirk so much and thought he was doing such a great thing, what has he ever proved any of his claims that he has made about any country, any culture, any group of people, any race?
He has proven shit. He's just pushing propaganda.
What proof has he shown people for them to believe and hold on to every word that he says? Where is the proof? Where are the receipts?
There ain't none.
And in that note, we out of here because I'm tired.
Peace.